Hey guys, it's Mr. here again for another video today, and we are back with our Vancouver Canucks franchise mode. And in this one, we will be simming through the first round of the playoffs and to see if we can go for that repeat Stanley Cup win, which I'm very excited to do in this episode, obviously, since in the last season, we actually did win the Stanley Cup with the Vancouver Canucks, which is their first cup in franchise history. So now we look to see if we can also get their second cup in franchise history, which will be back to back. So we'll give you a quick update of our team. We will go and check out the St. Louis Blues, and then we'll get into it. So our top line is going to be RNH with Pedersen and Besser. Our second line is Furland, Horvat, and Berchi. Our third line is Kreider, Gaudet, and Virtanen. And our fourth line is Donskoy, who we acquired at the deadline, or just about a month outside of the deadline, actually, Sutter, and Mott. Defensively, we're going to be having Quinn Hughes with Tyson Barrie, Ryan Murray with Tyler Myers, then Alex Edler and Troy Stetcher. And the goaltender in the playoffs this season will be Thatcher Demko, who had a 908 in 9 games last year. We will see if he can do better this year for us, because he will be receiving the full starting role in the playoffs this season. So we shall see how it goes. Alright, so there's a quick update of our team. Now let's go and take a look at what the St. Louis Blues look like here in year number 2. Year number 3? I don't remember. Is it year 3? Let me see. Let's just out of curiosity. I think it's year 3, right? Yes, here in year 3. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Let's go to St. Louis, and let's look at this team. Oh, Noah O'Reilly. Oh, what the hell? I was going to say Noah O'Reilly or Shen, but they're just playing them in the bottom 6. Oh my god, okay. That caught me off guard so much. What the hell? What the hell is going on? Oh my god, this forward core is insane. Okay, St. Louis, Klim Kostin in 83, Robert Thomas in 84, with Vlad, who is a 90. Obviously, still very good. Second line, 83 Barbashev, 84 Blaze, and 82 Fabry. And then the third line, 89 O'Reilly, for some reason not playing center. He's literally got 11 better faceoffs than Jordan Kyrou. But okay. Playing with Jordan Kyrou and Jaden Schwartz. Sure. And the fourth line, Zuccarello with Shen and Perron. Yeah, that is an interesting setup. How many players here can actually take faceoffs? Robert Thomas cannot. My lord. Sammy Blaze can. O'Reilly can. Kyrou can. And that's really it. Like, what the hell, game? Oh, man. Alright, defensively, still a very good D-core as well. Parayko and Pietrangelo obviously leading the way. Pietrangelo did re-sign with them. What's his contract like? 10.5. Damn. Second pair is done with Wallman, who I'm surprised didn't really grow much more. And then the third pair is Bortuzzo and Holden. And then goaltenders is Jordan Bennington still. There we go, English. Very good stats. He's still looking pretty good for them, of course. How did he do this season? He had a 901 this year, 33 wins though, and last year played very well in the playoffs. Damn. Wait. No, never mind. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, wait, he played very well in the playoffs, but no. Wait. St. Louis, this is the first year St. Louis has made the playoffs in this sim, because that was 2018, 2019. Okay, sure. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, no, that caught me off guard. This is the first year that St. Louis has made the playoffs. Damn. Well, I mean, that's really all we needed to look at, so I guess we start simulating through the playoffs here to see how it will end up for us. Can we start that repeat here? Let's go for it. So, period number 1 of game number 1 in Vancouver. We should basically have home ice throughout the entire postseason this season, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So first period, 0-0. All right, we're getting outshot 13-9, but Demko and Binnington so far an equal stalemate. All right, second period now. Ooh, 2 goals on each side. Besser then Tarasenko, so goals to the first line, right wingers scoring, and then Virtanen and Fabry. And it is 2-2 heading into the third period. St. Louis scored both of their goals basically in the crease. Okay, so cool. And then we scored both of our goals far out, kind of bad angles. Interesting. We're still getting outshot by 3 shots, 22-19, as we head into the third, which we will slow sim, of course. And Jake Virtanen gets his second of the game behind the net. Nice. Okay. And he gives us the lead early in the third period. Now with about half the period left, we look to see if we can add to that. A power play opportunity with Michael Furlan scoring could close out game number 1. Another late power play, and Besser gets the empty netter, and there we go. We win. We win game 1. All right, a 5-2 score for your Vancouver Canucks. Not bad. Virtanen with 2, of course. Demko 32 saves, and Besser with 2 as well. So that was a pretty good start to the postseason. And let's see if we can add on to that here in game number 2. Obviously, we will we'll look to see if we can have a good series against the Blues here. If we start off on the right foot in the playoffs, then that could really go a long way for us. So let's see. I don't really want to. I'm not gonna say that we're a better team than the St. Louis team, because really I think we probably have the better D core, but they probably have the more depth in the or on the forward core. So we'll see how it goes, though. All right. Period number 1 of game number 2, we had an early power play. Looks like we were unable to score on it, though, and then 3 straight goals for St. Louis in that period. A power play goal from Schwartz, and then O'Reilly and Fabry gets the other 2 goals. Shots are even at 10, but Demko has led in 3 on 10. All right, second period. Let's try and bring it back to within 1 goal. We brought it back within 2, which isn't bad. Besser makes it a 2-goal game, and we are now out shooting them. I wonder if Demko is still in net, because I feel like maybe letting in 3 goals and 7 shots, he probably isn't. Which means if DiPietro is in net, he is playing well. Either way, though, that was a good period from our goaltender. Let's go now. We will slow sim the third. Power play early for the Canucks. Bo Horvat, our captain, gets the goal, and then Brock Besser right after the extended power play finishes. And Besser's got 4 in 2 games already. A power play from St. Louis, we were able to kill it off. Another power play from St. Louis, we were able to kill it off. And obviously, I haven't mentioned it this episode, but in the last episode and the episode before that, our special teams have been unreal for us throughout the regular season, and I pray they continue to be very good for us here in the postseason, because we had the best power play and the best penalty kill in the league, or I think it might have been the second best penalty kill in the league. We were a very good team on special teams, so hopefully we can continue that here in overtime. Let's go. First overtime game of this series, and a St. Louis goal. 2 power play goals for Jaden Schwartz in that one. And, yeah, great game from Jaden Schwartz and Sammy Blaze, to be fair. But we lose game 2, all right? So that's good for St. Louis. They get to take 1 game on the road, and they move back to St. Louis with an even series. Brock currently leading our team in points with 4 goals in two games. Now let's go for game number 3. This time, again, as I previously mentioned, in St. Louis. Let's go first period. It is 2-2. Again, Fabry, and then Horvat, and then Besser, and then Fabry. So Fabry scoring a lot of goals for St. Louis. Fabry and Schwartz so far, and Besser scoring a lot of goals for us. All right. Second period now. I just noticed we were heavily getting outshot that period as well. Braden Shen made it 3-2. Then Horvat got his second of the game to tie the game, and then Kyrou gets his, I think, first of the postseason. to re-give St. Louis the lead, and we are currently getting outshot 29-17. So, damn, let's slow sim the third, and let's see if we can get something done here. Can we tie the game? Obviously, a big story of last year's postseason was Vancouver being able to get a load of comebacks and a load of comeback victories, and I was going to say it's not looking likely here. And yeah, Robbie Fabry shuts that down, getting a playoff hat trick in game number 3. We really brought the shots back there, though. That was definitely our period. We just couldn't get one by Binnington, and obviously 3 goals for Fabry in that game. So not a great game. A lot of goals were scored in that one. It's kind of been a bit of a shootout so far, as our AHL team makes the playoffs. Wow, unbelievable record from Utica, 50, 19, and 7. We'll take a look at their team after we're done here in the NHL. We're obviously going to be focusing on the NHL, but we do have a 1-0 lead in the AHL. I believe it said we won. It was 2-1. I think we won though. But here we go, guys. Let's go. Game number 4 again in St. Louis. Can we even up the series, or will we go down 3-1 heading back home? Let's see. First period. Wow, that's a lot of goals. 6-goal first period. Colton Parayko gets the opening goal with less than a minute in. And then about 24 seconds later, Ferland scores to tie the game. Then no goals for about 8.5 minutes. Then Klim Kostin gets another one for the Blues to give them a 2-1 lead. Tarasenko makes it a 3-1 lead. Besser gets his 6th of the playoffs, and makes it a 1-goal game. And then Thomas with 48 seconds left, and about 20 seconds later from the Besser goal, makes it a 2-goal game again. And I highly doubt Demko's still in net now. 4 goals on 13 shots is not great. Let's go then. Second period. Let's submit. And it's 4-4. Okay, good. Michael Ferland on the power play and Sven Baertschi on the power play. So we've already got 2 power play goals in this game, which is nice to see. We are now out shooting them as well, 25-19. And it is a even 4-goal game heading into the third. But this is a big third period. If St. Louis gets a goal, like Braden Shen just did for them, they might be able to take a 3-1 series lead. But Quinn Hughes gives us the tying goal about 5 minutes after the Shen goal, and still gives us a chance to go back on home ice to make it a best-of-3 series. And we will be heading to overtime for the second game in a row. This one will be decided by the 11th goal in this game, though. Will it be an early power play for Vancouver, and your captain Bo Horvat gets the goal? Nice, good to see. Horvat has been playing out of his mind. I mean, Horvat and Besser have been playing out of their mind so far. Like in 4 games, Horvat is a goal per game player and has 9 points, and in 4 games, Besser has 6 goals, I believe. So pretty damn good so far. Ferland's playing very well as well, 7 points in those 4 games. But yeah, Besser 6 points, Baertschi with 5 so far, Nuge with 4, Pettersson only has 3. Interesting. Hughes and Barry aren't playing that great. They've got 6 points together, but they are both minus players. Kreider as well, a minus on that third line. But I'm not going to worry about it too much right now, because we do have an even series as we head back to Vancouver, and now in a best-of-3 scenario. So let's see how we do here on home ice. Obviously, we did win 1 of the 2 games so far on home ice. But let's go. First period of Game 5, 0-0. All right. I think almost every first period has been tied, which is crazy. You don't see that too often. But, yeah, we're getting outshot 9-7. Let's go, though. Second period now, and it is a 1-1. Sven Baertschi gets a goal, and Robert Thomas gets a goal. All right, let's go. Slow sim the third. We are getting outshot 21-18. Heading into the third. Let's see what happens. Will we have another overtime? But Tyson Barrie does not want another overtime. He gets us the lead with quite a bit of time left, obviously. It looks to be a point bomb, obviously, because Barrie is unreal. And that Barrie goal will also hold up to be the game winner. A phenomenal 31 save performance from Demko. Good to see. Bo Horvat, 2 points. Again, 2 goals, 2 points. Playing out of his mind. That's what you like to see out of your captain, though. 11 points in 5 games through the postseason so far. And yeah, I must say, he's playing very well. So now we head back to St. Louis for Game 6. We can close out the series, or St. Louis can force a Game 7. But it will be back on home ice for us. So let's see. St. Louis with their backs against the wall. What will they do? First period of Game 6, 1-0 for St. Louis. After the first, Sammy Blais gets the goal. Sammy Blaze gets the goal. Sorry, 9-8 are the shots in favor of your Vancouver Canucks. But let's go second period. Now we are up 2-1. Michael Furland and Brock Besser both on the power play. Fantastic. Besser gets his 7th goal. All right, Furland gets his, at least 8th point, and his 4th goal. So that's nice. We are out shooting them 22-7 or 22-10. They got 2 shots that period. Oh my God. Laszlo Sim the third. Power play for Vancouver. This could really kill them. Doesn't look like we will get one. They had a power play opportunity. We have another power play opportunity. Both penalty kill units playing very well for each team in this game. Now with 5 minutes left in the third, Klim Kostin ties the game with 3:10 to go. Michael Furland on the power play with 1:10 to go gives us the lead, and Chris Kreider buries it with the empty netter, and we move on to round 2. All right, your Vancouver Canucks are heading to round 2 for the 2nd straight season. We outshot them 32-20. Furland, had to be first star. 2 goals in that game. There we go. That's awesome. Great to see. I believe Furland's on that 2nd power play unit, and I think Kreider is as well. So props to the 2nd power play unit coming through in that game. So let's take a look around the league so far. Me and Arizona are the first teams to clinch the 2nd round so far. Arizona took over the Jets. It's a 3-2 series between Calgary and Vegas, with Calgary in the lead, and then a 3-2 series between Nashville and Chicago, with Nashville in the lead. As for the East, the Sens swept the Flyers. The Leafs are up 3-2 over the Canadiens. The Caps beat the Rangers in 5, and the Devils have a 3-2 lead over the Pens. Let's advance another day. We'll see if any series close out. So Nashville wins their series. We will have a Game 7 with Calgary and Vegas. Toronto wins their series. They will head to the 2nd round, and then a Game 7 for New Jersey and Pittsburgh. All right, sim another 2 days. Let's see, who will it be? It will be Calgary facing us here in the 2nd round, and it will be Pittsburgh and Washington and Toronto and Ottawa. That would be a sick 2nd round in the Eastern Conference, probably in, like, who knows, maybe like another 3 to 5 years. That could be a 2nd round matchup. That would be really cool. Damn, that's awesome. That would be a sweet playoff, or that would be a sweet 2nd round in the East. Obviously, we will be facing the Calgary Flames, who went 42-33-7, so not too bad of a season from them. Obviously, we will take a look at them in the next episode, because this will be the end of this episode. But let's take a look at the points really quickly. Horvat with 12 points in 6 games, 4 goals out of his mind. Furland, 9 points in 6 games, 5 goals, again, playing out of his mind. Besser, 7 goals in 6 games. There was only one game, where he did not score a goal. And then Berchi, 6 and 6. Barrie, Barry 6-6. Pedersen 5-6. No goals from him, surprisingly enough. A few players with 4 points, and it looks like Myers, Mott, Sutter, and Donskoy yet to get any points. That is a mix of our third and fourth line. They're all negatives, though. So, well, yeah, I mean, basically nobody in our bottom six or our bottom bottom four have scored a goal. Literally, basically nobody apart from our second line and Besser has scored a goal, which is a little worrisome. We'll keep an eye on that as we go, of course, though. Ooh. Okay, that's your Demko with 4 wins, but an .894 save percentage and a 3.14 GAA. Allowed 19 goals in 6 games. I mean, yes, he did go 4-2. We will give him a shot in the second round, but if his stats do not improve, do not be surprised that I fall on Michael DiPietro come next episode. We will see. Obviously, I told Demko, or I told you guys, I didn't really talk to Demko about it, but, he should know. He is going to be the starter for this team, so he should be playing better than that, but I'm not going to get that, or not going to make that too much of a negative. We will take a look at that in the next episode against the Flames, depending on how things are going. So that'll be it from me in this episode, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.